And it always happens around the time of their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Guys, Dave Chappelle has been trying to tell us for years that people don't just get medical emergencies in Hollywood, and that whatever is happening to Jamie Foxx may have been carefully planned and executed.
You know, when you're a guy that generates money,
Yeah.
people have a vested interest in controlling.
When Jamie Foxx was first hospitalized, his daughter, Corinne Foxx, was the first to give an update on his condition. She didn't really share details of her father's state or what caused his health emergency, but she wrote, "We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time." It was also reported that many tests were done to determine what caused the health scare, with one close source actually telling People magazine about his condition. "He's okay, thank God. He's still in the hospital and doctors are running tests, but he's awake and alert. They're keeping him under observation." Well, despite Corinne and the source saying that Jamie was on his way to recovery, it was reported that several of Jamie's family members flew in town to be with him, which could mean that the condition was probably more serious than what was reported. Actually, as much as they tried to keep things completely private, it was revealed that the police did in fact visit Jamie Foxx in the hospital, because Jamie himself had suggested before being hospitalized that somebody was trying to take his life. And we know that in Hollywood, medical emergencies like strokes and heart attacks are things that can easily be achieved, right?
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just another incident of a star that's trying to break free, but the top players will not let that happen. Like, remember what happened to Martin Lawrence? Back in 1996, he was arrested after being found wandering the streets of LA while holding a gun and screaming, "They're trying to kill me." According to one witness at the time, Martin also yelled, "Fight, don't give up, fight the power," as he was being taken to the hospital. Guess what? After that incident, tabloids reported that Martin was not taking his medication and just pinned the whole situation on him being crazy. Again, in August 1999, Martin slipped into a coma after he supposedly collapsed while jogging in hot weather. And Kanye West, who was actually exposed how people in Hollywood get controlled and eliminated once they break free.
You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
Like, he was even bold enough to mention a few people who have been unable to break free.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Surprisingly, something similar to what happened to Martin Lawrence also happened to Kanye West in 2016. He had some sort of episode, and before his doctor Harley Pasternak even got to him, he called 911. Like, he knew exactly what was happening.
I'm actually one of his doctors. I'm just calling for my cell phone to request if we can have some police backup, because I don't think the paramedics,
The
you
police?
can bring both. Yeah, 'cause I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized, so I wouldn't just do the police by itself.
According to Kanye, when he started exposing the control in Hollywood, Harley Pasternak texted Kanye and threatened he would institutionalize him again and send him back to Zombieland. You know who certainly does not believe that people in Hollywood just get medical emergencies? Yep, Dave Chappelle. Back when Martin Lawrence had his episode, Dave said that there was no way that his good friend just had an episode for no good reason.
So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, "They are trying to kill me"?
Yeah.
What's going on?
According to Dave Chappelle, something was clearly happening in Hollywood, and it had a lot to do with people being taken out after trying to break free from the machine. In 2005, Dave himself left the production of season 3 of Chapelle Show and took a trip to South Africa. And soon after, there were also claims about him being mentally unstable and on drugs. Basically, they were also trying to make it look like Dave was going insane when he tried to break free. However, Dave repeatedly denied those claims and said that at the time, "I'm not crazy. I'm not smoking crack. I'm definitely stressed out. These were things that overwhelmed me, but not in the way that people are saying." Around the same time, Dave Chappelle also walked away from a $50 million deal, but he also told Oprah that it wasn't about the money.
Well, I wasn't walking away from the money.
Yeah.
I was walking away from the circumstances that that were coming with the newfound plateau.
He actually told Oprah that he knew exactly what happened to stars once they got to a certain level and looked like they were about to break free.
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
I could literally go on and on with more than a dozen examples of people who have been, let's say, unalived after they tried to break free. And the situation has not been that different from what's happening to Jamie Foxx. And if you've been following Jamie closely, you definitely know that he is a guy that has been trying to break free, and things just haven't seemed to work out. For instance, Jamie announced he would direct his first movie, All-Star Weekend, and by 2020, the movie was already in post-production. But in August of 2022, it was reported that All-Star Weekend was indefinitely shelved. Apparently, it was because of casting issues, but that obviously didn't make sense because the film was already in post-production. Also, just look at the amount of drama he had with his last project just before he was hospitalized. So a couple of weeks before Jamie was hospitalized, there was a bit of drama on the set of Back in Action when an employee was fired and an investigation was launched after someone asked Jamie Foxx for about $50,000. Based on reports, the staffer tried to offer up a Rolex watch as part of the deal, and Jamie called the cops on the employee. And that was also reportedly after Cameron Diaz became fed up with Jamie Foxx allegedly throwing tantrums on the set. Now that whole set situation may have been a setup to get Jamie Foxx kicked out, and it made even more sense that it may have been a setup when the production replaced him immediately after he was hospitalized and part of his scenes were cut. Jamie and Corinne were also set to start production of Beat Shazam just days after he was hospitalized, but it has now been confirmed that neither of them will be involved in the upcoming season. So far, the only update we have on Jamie's condition is a post on his Instagram that read, "Appreciate all the love. Feeling blessed." In addition to the Instagram post, Jamie Foxx also posted an Instagram story in which he thanked Nick Cannon for taking over the Fox game show Beat Shazam as a guest host. But if you don't believe that Jamie Foxx is the one who made those posts, you are not alone. People still think that there's something really fishy going on, and that we're not being told the truth about what's really happening. As for exactly who would want Jamie Foxx eliminated, I don't know, but there have been a few theories floating around, other than the allegation that they're trying to eliminate him for breaking free. From Jamie Foxx hosting weird parties like the ones hosted by the likes of Diddy, to Jamie Foxx being hospitalized right before he's set to testify in the Leonardo DiCaprio case against rapper Pras Michel, who was an informant and apparently laundered millions in stolen CCP cash to Barack Obama in 2012. Man, there are people even saying that Jamie Foxx could be dead. I hope not. But I'd love to know your thoughts on whatever is happening to Jamie. Do you think they're trying to take him out because, just like Dave Chappelle said, he is finally breaking free? Are any of these theories involving Diddy and Obama making any sense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below.